Hey guys, today I'm going to review for you an application that enables you to launch system settings, folders, shortcuts, as well as applications straight off your home screen using a one-point launching point. It's called the Floating Toucher. Let's check it out. Samantha posted an article for us on the XDA portal referencing an app that was put together by XDA Forum Member Dossi1241. This app lets you access most of your settings, shortcuts, and applications with a one-touch launcher, and the application is called Floating Toucher. Let's go ahead and open up the thread. The developer gives us a quick run of the latest version of the application, which is 1.6, and a quick screenshot. If we open up the application on the Google Play Store, we see that most of the settings or most of the functions of this application do not require root, with the exception of home and back. So if you don't use those two options, for the most part, you'll be able to enjoy this application. It's free, and it's also ad-free in the free version. You do have the ability to go to a pro version with an in-app upgrade. It's not available on the Google Play Store straight. It's about $2.07 roughly here in the US. First thing we want to do is download the application off the Google Play Store. Look for Floating Toucher by Boat Browser Design. I've already installed it on my device. We'll go ahead and open it up. The main screen gives you the ability of customizing the shortcuts. By default, it comes with the four main shortcuts, which is lock, home, clearing memory, as well as the additional shortcut, which is the settings here that you get for the Wi-Fi, GPS, and all of those things. You can add different shortcuts to the other options of the pie. The main thing you want to keep in mind is if you do want to delete something or just change the customization, you can click it. It takes you into what you can add. There's three categories. There's actions. There's obviously a premium version up there to add a folder, which essentially is just another layer of shortcuts that you can add. And you can also add your applications. This is just an entire list of your applications. Shortcuts are similar to the way you're able to add shortcuts to your home screen. The main benefit here obviously is you have them on a launcher and you can access them anywhere during in the system UI. If you don't want to change anything, you can just leave it there. If you want to delete something and change it, all you do is just press and hold, and it goes away, and then you're able to add it again. In this situation, I just added the same shortcut again. The panel gives you the ability to change the color of the panel and the opaquency of how much you're able to see the visibility of it. Under the point, you're able to customize. There's 4 presets or 5 presets that you're able to choose from. If you want to go to a custom DIY by choosing your own picture and customizing the little head, by default, I just chose to be the same as the standard one, and I've changed the alpha levels to the lowest, and size is slightly not that small, but I want to be able to actually touch it, especially with the screen. You do get the option of going under settings, enable floating toucher, auto launch on start, stick to the point on the borders. By default it sticks only to the right or left. You don't have the ability of setting it in the middle. You can turn that on. The ability to, as far as the panel animation, the ability also to show near points, so it means wherever I click the launcher will show. As opposed to where by default it usually shows in the center of your screen. I just decided to turn that on. That way I have the ability of setting it up there. Gives you a little bit of information about the root features, which essentially is 2 features currently supporting root, home and back. And if you choose to use those 2 options, you'll need to have root. Check for update, and then uninstall is in the application only because it requires administrative access to certain functions of your system to be able to lock your device. And to do so, when you hit lock, that's the only way for it to be able to turn on your device or turn off your device. So just keep that in mind. We'll go ahead and go home and try to launch the application itself. So by default, you have to keep in mind it's a floating point. So you're able to set it and put it wherever you want. And the beauty of it is it launches and it just sits in front of your screen. Again, you have the ability of setting up your recent applications. I just had those. And you can set it up. I have it launching the browser. Go back in here. Go into my extra settings, or I can go back and go home. It launches very quickly and it works very nicely. I think it works more functionally if it sits on the side of your screen, being that if you want to launch an application, it usually takes up most of your screen, so you don't have to worry about that part. And if you want to ever go in and customize it again, you just click it again, it takes you back in. One hidden feature that most people don't realize, and I guess when they install it, is you have the ability of temporarily hiding this shortcut. If you press and hold it long enough for maybe 3 seconds, you'll notice there's an option at the top that says Floating Toucher has been notified up there. It goes away from your launcher and you actually don't have access to it anymore. The only way to bring it back is to touch it into your notification panel, and it brings it back up. This is very helpful, especially if you're watching video and you don't want it to intrude in front of the video and just maybe you just don't want to see it for a little bit. Other than that, it's a very simple application. Hope you guys like this. The application installs very easily. I think overall, as far as the pro side, simple installation, ease of use, functionality, free, not ad supported, I think overall is very nice. The pro version is definitely something you should definitely look into. It's $2.07 here in the US, and it gives you a lot more options as far as being able to add more layers into the ability of what you can use. On the con side now, I don't know if it's a bug in the application or not, but on Android 4.3 using the Nexus 7, the root functionality weren't working. It does ask root, but it doesn't actually work. So I couldn't do the back or the home option on the actual Pi. I did try it on Android 4.2.2 on the Galaxy S4 that I have, and it worked very nice. Other than that, I think it's a very good application. Check it out. Let me know what you guys think. It's definitely reminiscent of their LMT launcher that I've reviewed in the past, and you can get obviously either as an independent application or as part of Paranoid Android. But check it out. Let me know what you think. Leave some comments, and please like and subscribe to this channel, and as well, please like and subscribe to my channel. And as always, I will see you guys next week. Even set up different applications.
More gummies. More gummies, more gummies, more gummies.